Hello, everybody. Me and my mommy got talk about my heart. The doctor put a bunny on my tummy. I had a baby. And my bone.
What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. Turn on that notification bell and give this video a like. This video today is going to be about this little sassy pants right here, Kensley. Kensley is one of the twins. She is
And I made the bubble.
and she is the oldest of the two. Let's see. So basically, I should probably tell you about my delivery journey with these two chicks. Okay, so my weekly monitoring, I was having contractions. They told me I had to go to the hospital and everything. So what I did is I drove myself from Riverside to where my appointment was to Eastville to where my son's school was to pick him up from school, took him to his dad in La Habra, and then drove myself to Whittier, to where that's the hospital that my doctors were at and where I planned on delivering the babies. So that's what had happened on Monday. My husband ended up coming after work to see what was going on, to kind of get a feel for everything and try to figure out what's happening. So that had happened. We were there Monday night. They admitted me. So they moved me into the room and all that stuff. Husband stayed the night. Then on Tuesday, my dad and my brother ended up coming down because it was Veterans Day and they didn't have work. My brother didn't have school, so my dad didn't go to work. And they came to hang out with me, all that. But what those two did is they slept in my hospital room while I was up watching TV. So then what happened after that, my husband went to go get clothes and everything, take a shower, because we didn't know how long we were going to be there for. Oh, I just hit the camera. Sorry. We didn't know how long we were going to be there, so my husband went to go do that while my dad was visiting, and I wasn't alone. Well, then my dad ended up taking my son back with him because he was going to take him to school and everything, so they left. Doctors would come in periodically through the day, and my husband asked, is she having the babies today? And they said, no, don't worry about it. Like, there's nothing to worry about and all that stuff. So that had happened. And then, one moment, juice break. Kids need juice. So that had happened. There you go. And my husband had this will. I can tell when he's worried and he's scared, so I call his dad because his dad bothers something. His dad has a way of calming him down, getting him back to where he needs to be, and reassuring him of things. So I text him and said, hey, just an FYI, I've been in the hospital since yesterday. Contractions aren't starting. John seems like he's getting worried. And I know my husband was afraid that he would lose his job because he had to call out again and all that. So that had happened. My father-in-law calmed my husband down and told him to chill out. So then I was in some kind of pain. I don't remember how severe the pain was, but I was in pain. They did give me steroid shots throughout Tuesday because just in case I had to deliver the babies, just to assure that their lungs were developed. So that had happened. And then I remember Tuesday night, my husband is in front of the TV. I don't know what he was eating with food, watching the neighbors cracking up, and I'm just going in and out, in and out. So that happened. That was what happened on Tuesday. Wednesday morning, I woke up screaming in severe pain. My husband went to go find the nurse, saw that. Doctor who delivered my son walked in and said, we're having the babies today. So from there, I called my dad, told them, don't take Aiden to school. You guys need to come back to the hospital. The girls are coming out today. I called my mom. I called all of my family, but then we had to tell my mother-in-law, and she did not know I was in the hospital. So we called my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and they all came down and everything. And then I texted my father-in-law and said, hey, they're taking the girls out today. Can you call John? Because once my husband found out we were delivering the girls, he said he needed a minute and walked out. And I think he was just very scared because they were going to be premature. And they're his first kids and everything, so that's why I kind of think he did that. He needed a moment himself to process everything, which that's what he needed to do. That's what he needed to do. So, had a C-section. They delivered the girls. I needed 2 blood transfusions because I had 1 blood transfusion after I delivered them. And then after I delivered them, I told my husband to stay with them. Don't worry about me. Stay with our kids. So after that had happened, he stayed with them. He did come and check on me. I love that guy. He came on, check on me, and I yelled at him, said, no, you need to go with the kids, the girls. Go stay with our girls. Because they were moved to the NICU because they were premature. We didn't know what they needed and all that. So they were in the NICU. They were NICU babies. They were in there for about 2 weeks. But during that time, I didn't see them until I saw them when they were delivered. They were delivered. I forgot what time. I don't remember what time my girls were delivered. They were delivered, and I probably didn't see them 12 hours until after because I was recovering still. I was still recovering and all that. And then finally, I want to say at like 11 o'clock at night, I called them. I said, no, I want to go see my babies. And I did. They were in NICU. They had tubes in their nose and everything to help with oxygen. They did had a feeding tube in their nose as well too. So they were in the NICU. I wasn't concerned really about I just wanted what was best for my kids. Well, when was it? I want to say maybe 2 days after they were born. I was told that. I went to the NICU. Oh, wait, no. The next day I had them, I went to go see them, and I was really lightheaded, and I said, I feel like I'm going to pass. Like, we were bonding. We were doing the bonding, and I said, can you grab her? And they said, oh, no, we don't want to break up the bonding. I said, no, I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Wow.
So then they took her. I don't remember which one I was holding. They took her. They gave me something to smell to help me not pass out. They took me back up to my room. I needed another blood transfusion. So then I went like a whole nother day without seeing him because I needed a blood transfusion. After that blood transfusion, I slept. And then the next day I go down to the NICU. After that, they had said the doctor wanted to talk to me. And from there is where we start this little girl's journey to me. My husband was at work, and I was told Kensley had a hole in her heart, and she needed to see a cardiologist, a pediatric cardiologist. So the cardiologist came down from Chalk to Whittier. They said normally they don't really do that. They normally just have like a phone conversation. But for some reason that cardiologist came down to meet with me to tell me about what was going on with my girl. My husband was at work. He wouldn't be able to get there in time by the time she came. I don't know why I didn't call, why my dad didn't go, but my mom couldn't because of the fact that she had a deadline with work that she had to meet, payroll. My mom does payrolls. She had something like that where she couldn't leave, or a meeting, something very big where she had to be there. So my 2 sisters come down, and basically the doctor diagnosed Kinsley with a congenital heart defect, and she has TOF, tetralogy of a flow, and she has a pulmonary valve issue. So they basically explained to me how the heart is working and how it should be working and what's going to need to happen within her lifespan, basically, or her lifetime. So we had to, let's see, she was seen by a cardiologist. After all, I took all that information in. We were discharged. She had to be seen by a cardiologist weekly because one of her things is with her heart is her oxygen level. They needed to monitor her oxygen level to make sure nothing was going on wrong with her heart. She wasn't going into cardiac arrest. Her heart wasn't failing her. So we went weekly, then from there it went monthly. And then from there, it wasn't that monthly because she was only a few weeks old. So we went weekly, and then it went to every 2 weeks. And then from there it went to, no, it stayed at every 2 weeks, because then from there, the doctor had told me this is what we're doing for her heart. Her doctor, Austin, he still sees her. He's at Chalk Hospital here in Orange County. He had said her open heart surgery will take place when she is either 15 pounds was her goal weight, or her oxygen levels had dropped and she needed to go and she needed to have surgery. And I want to say they predicted her to be 15 pounds about 6-7 months maybe. Well, my little girl hit 15 pounds at 3 months. At 3 months old, 3.5 months old, we met with her surgeon. He is in Orange County as well too. He's in practice right behind Chalk Hospital. I don't know if I can say their names and all that, so I'm not going to. We met with him, one appointment, and they come back and said this is her scheduled date. March, I want to say it's 23rd. I want to say it's March. It's in March, and it's right next to Aiden's birthday. So that was a doozy in itself as well too. Yeah, it was in March. So they said, okay, here it is. We went to pre-op. I went to all of that stuff. I had a high school friend where her daughter had open heart surgery. So I talked to her a lot to kind of like, she helped me. She mentally prepared me to what I was going to see my daughter after her surgery with all the tubes and the wires and all that. I needed that because if I didn't see that or know what was going to happen, I probably would have freaked out. So the week leading up to her surgery, a lot of tension in my household because we were both stressed. I swear I think I ate a full freaking Costco sheet cake because I deal with stress by eating. And I want to say maybe I did. So what happened was we had to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. I was sending brother to school. Still, we dropped off sister Presley at my mom's house. And we hung out at the hospital, the pre-op area, and a group of doctors and nurses come and take her away. They did go over everything that was going to happen and everything. They talked to us, but they took my 4-month-old baby out of my hands and took her to the OR. So from there, sorry, I might start crying. That was probably the hardest day of my life, is having my 4-year-old daughter be taken out of my hands into a stranger, handing my 4-month-old daughter to a stranger and leaving her life in their hands. And that's something we had to do, and we had faith that everything would be okay. And everything, luckily after they took her back, we went to the little waiting area. They had a waiting area for parents out, but then they gave us like a little tractor for the restaurants and stuff. What?
Mama, why are you crying now?
I'm crying because I'm talking about how you were in the hospital and how it scared me when you were little.
Oh.
That's all.
Wait, I a baby?
So you were a baby and the doctors fixed your heart.
Wait, I'm scared?
Mommy was scared. You were brave. You were a brave little girl. But mommy was scared. So.
We have for you.
Oh, thank you, mamas. Okay, go color.
Tell me my turn.
Okay. So, I'm a little hard to do this, really. Blah, blah, blah. So, there was a little area for us to wait with other parents. However, I chose to go downstairs where my family was because my family couldn't go up to that area. They gave us a little tractor and stuff, and then my daughter was down there, and they would page us when everything was done. I had a whole lot. We had our immediate family there with us. Some other, everyone who could be there was there for us. We received a number of phone calls and text messages from our family members and everything, but whoever was there and was able to be there was there. So I kept on going upstairs. I kept on leaving where everyone was and going upstairs to check to see how she was doing. To check to see if they were going to call me or whatnot. I'm a mom. I worry about my kids. So I did that. They came out and said everything went beautifully. She's in recovery. They'll take us up to ICU. The cardiac ICU, when they move her, that we'll have her there. And she'd have a whole lot of tubes and wires coming from her because of everything. I will insert a picture of what the wires, how she came out of surgery for, because I think that's something that really hits home. If any other Heart Warrior moms, CHD moms are watching this video, or any who are going through it and their child is going to be having open heart surgery, for me, seeing a picture of my friend's child with everything like that helped me, because when I walked in that ICU room, I didn't freak out. I think if I didn't see it, I would have freaked out. But so thank you, mamas. So yeah, I'll insert that picture there. It's open heart surgery on an adult is scary, let alone a 4-month-old baby. So Kenzie does have a scar going down her chest. You have your scar? She has a scar going down her chest. I told her that she got that because the doctors had to put the Band-Aid on her heart. As in the intro, that's what she knows. We do see cardiology still every 6 months. Every 6 months she sees cardiology. There's more that happened in the hospital, but I don't want to make this a lengthy video. And it all varies to everybody's experience and what's going on. On how long they stayed in the hospital. We were there for over a week. So she will need another procedure in the future because the valve in her heart, I've probably already said it already, the valve in her heart does leak, so she will need to see that. So she is seen every 6 months by CHOC cardiology. Just know, any CHD moms, Congenital Heart moms, we call ourselves heart moms, Heart Warrior moms, we call ourselves whole things. You guys aren't alone. it's scary, yes, but you gotta, it's scary, and it sucks really bad. Would I rather go through all of that pain, all of those that open heart surgery? Would I rather go do all that before her? In a heartbeat, I would do it all for her if she didn't have to do it. But she's a sassy little girl who doesn't take no for an answer. She speaks her mind. She's very opinionated. She's my Kinsley Ray. Heart moms, I kind of went off track when I was talking to you guys a minute ago, but you guys aren't alone. If you guys ever need anyone to talk to you, feel free to contact me. I'm more than willing to share my experience with you guys and let you guys know what I went through. Congenital heart defect, it happens in 1 in every 100 babies. A lot of them don't make it to their first birthday. There is a number of types of different CHDs that kids are given. Some are more than severe than others. I'm thankful that my little one didn't have a severe case. And for anyone, any parents or anyone whose little one does have a severe case, my prayers are with you guys, because it has to be hard. Let's get more kisses.
Yeah.
Just know you guys aren't alone. If you guys need anyone to talk to, reach out to me. There are a number of Facebook groups that I'm a part of. Some of the Facebook groups. There are a number of Facebook groups to talk to other parents who are going through all that. They give advice, they reach out. There's just a number of resources to help for you to have an outlet so you don't feel like you're alone. Maybe I'll start documenting Kinsley's journey to her next heart procedure. Maybe I'll start taking her to her appointments. So maybe I'll record her appointments and everything and see how everything goes. Maybe I'll start that. So, no, that little girl she's something else. Alright, make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button. And we will see you guys. Oh, press the donut. Oh, it's a donut. And we will see you guys the next time. Bye.